Hello guys, welcome to my this video. My name is Anirudh and today in this Angular tutorial I will show you how to auto fetch OTP. Actually my one viewers asked me and that's why I am making this video. If you want to learn also you can watch this video. So guys, first of all I will tell you what is auto fetch OTP. Sometime we log in and we get one OTP in our number, and that OTP when we put in that input field and if it is matched successfully then we can log in, otherwise we reject it from login. Okay, so that OTP we put manually or sometime it take automatically. Okay, so how it take automatically, that I will show you in this video, and actually it is very simple. So guys, first of all here I will just take input field. Okay, so here input field I will write in HTML file. So here first of all I will show you this is app component.html and this is app component.ts file. If you want to add the same code in other component, you can open that component's HTML and TS file as well. Now here I will write input type is text. Okay, so here one input field is created. So OTP, it can be 4 digit, 6 digit like this way. Okay, so here just I am assuming it will come by 4 digit. So I will create 4 input fields. Here you can see 4 input fields has been created. So now when we logged in, so that time we just get one OTP. So here I will write one button type I will add button, and the button name I will add login. Okay, and here I will I will just close this button tag. So here you can see login button and OTP field. So guys, here now again two scenario you can face. Like one is this login and this OTP field, it can be in same page. Okay, login means here this is suppose login. Okay, login input field. When I will put our login credential, like suppose a.gmail.com. okay, login credential, and when I'll click here I will just increase this input field size with 100 pixel. Okay, like this. Okay, now suppose here if I write a@gmail.com, whatever the credential, suppose if I write here, and after writing this thing, when I will click this login button, so that time it will open in same page, not any other page. So that time after clicking the login button here, just simply this thing I will make it display none. Okay, display style, then display none, like this. So here I will click the login button, so that time I will open this thing. Okay, and I will hide this login button from here, like that. Okay, means it is only happening in the same page, not in any other page. Okay, so that time here just here first of all I will come in the TS file. Okay, and now I will write the logic. So first now you have to understand how you will get the OTP. There is some scenario as well. Like suppose you can get OTP by an array format, by an object format. Many ways you can get. Okay, that depend on your backend developer. I mean, who will send the API, so it will depend on him, like how he will send the OTP. Okay, suppose I am getting array format. Okay, like this. So OTP, it can be multiple digit. Okay, not only single digit, like 0101. This is our OTP. Okay, so it can be sent like this way. Okay, and here I will set the type is. So now here I am doing it statically, but actually when you will get it from API, so you will get like an array format like this way. Okay, so here I am not showing API fetch because I already had some tutorial about API related in MinStack tutorial. You can see like how to get API, how to send data like this. Okay, so here just I will show you how to auto fetch OTP. Okay, so now here you can receive OTP like this way, or else like you can get like object format, object. Okay, and here you will get OTP, and here you can get OTP like this way. Any format you can receive. Okay, so it is, I already said, it is depend on your backend developer, like how he will send. He can set either this format or this format, or else or else like another array 1 I will write here, okay, or else he can send like 0 1 comma 0 comma 1. So if I receive like this way, so then it is fine, because see here I have 4 input fields, okay, and separate value I have to add in separate input field. Means 0, this is first one, so I have to put 0 here. Then 1, this is second one, I have to put 1. Then 0, third one, I have to put here 0 again, and after that last one, so I have to put here. So each value I have to add each input fields like this way. So if I receive this way, it is fine, but if I receive like this way and like this way, so those two things I have to convert like this. So then I can put easily here like this, okay. So now main first thing is how I can convert this two value like this, okay, like second one. So let's see. So I will comment this thing, okay, and I will just write here one click method, because after clicking login button, then I will fetch this API, I mean OTP, right? So here I will write the method name is login, and I will copy this login method and here I will paste, okay, like this. And after that, first priority will be this one I will put here, okay. It will be easy to understand. Like our first priority is this thing I have to convert like that, okay. So when I will click this login button, so here I will take another variable, that is OTP get, okay, and this thing I will write any and one array. And now when I will click this login button, so first of all this thing I have to convert like that. So it is very simple. So how? Let's see. So this dot array dot split, if I split this, so let's see how I will get. So console dot log, and I will just here first I will put this inside this OTP get variable, okay. So this dot in this variable means I have assigned in this variable. So now I'll just paste this and I'll check in console what I will get. So I open the console, and if I click login button, so I'm getting one error. So this dot array dot split, okay. So array means here the index, okay. So I have to write 0. Let's see what I will get. See, now I'm getting like this way, right? So I can receive like this way, so using this split method. So same way, so this is one scenario I covered, okay. Now coming to the second scenario, I can receive by an object. So how can I convert this object into an array like this? So object, first this thing, so this dot object, and if you don't know why I'm using this keyword, because this is global variable, right? Login is the function, and global variable means whatever variable we declare outside the function, means those variable declared outside this function. So when we want to access those variables, so we use this keyword, okay. And when we want to access inside function, so this is I'm trying to access inside function, so I use this keyword. So object dot OTP, and here no need to write index because this is object. When I was converting array, so I wrote the index because 0 1, because see if I write 0 1, so this is the index, right? This is 0 index 1 index, because array like we get based on index. So here no need to write index, so like this simply. So if I just write, see, I mean click login button, so I will get this output, means this one. So this way we can receive our OTP from API, and we can convert it in array. So this is done, okay. Now just I'm assuming I'm getting like this way. So when I'm getting like this way, so this code will convert to an array, okay, means this array. So while I'm getting this way, so I can easily put this value here. Now main target is how can put this one. So here just I will remove this console because it is not required. And now here I will come and I have to add those OTP in here input field. Okay, so what I will do, just here I will take another variable. So variable name I will write input field. By the way, those variable name you can write anything. And now here I will write document dot get element by tag name. Okay, this one. And after that, whatever tag I want to add, this input tag. Okay, because in this input fields I have to, sorry, it is open anything. So here in this input field I have to just add the OTP. Okay, so this one. And now here, so this tag is multiple time. Okay, so multiple time means I have to write loop. Just keep it in your mind, like when we take multiple thing, so we write the loop. Okay, and here I will use for loop. So now here I will write for, and after that let I equals to 0, because I will put value from starting onwards, right? So 0, I already said array start from 0, and when we write multiple thing means it is array, because in variable we store only one thing, but when we write array, so that time we can store multiple thing, right? So when I'm using multiple things, so I will just consider it is an array. So here it will start from 0 and I will less than our OTP dot length. Okay, OTP dot length, because this OTP I will move only. Okay, so this, not this one, because I store here already. Okay, so this one. So because I converted this an array, and after that I store here. So this dot length, because I mean how much digit OTP I will receive, suppose 4, 5, 6 digits. So that up to that I will convert, right, I plus plus, because it will increase one by one. And now here this input field, okay, means this one. By the way, here you can do one thing. Instead of this length, you can write this input field length. Okay, this one also you can do that. So let's understand, because here you can do that, because here also 4 OTP digit, and 4 input field I have added. So that's why it will go up to 4. So this is also 4 times, and our OTP also 4 digit, right? So I can use either OTP or this input field when I will write for loop. Okay, anything you can write. So why I wrote this OTP, because this thing I will explain later, but first just understand you can use any of 2 things. Okay, now here this input field, so here I will write this input field I, because it will loop, right? One by one value will append in this input field. So I equals to this dot here I dot value, because I will put inside value, inside input fields value. Okay, and now this dot OTP I. Okay, it is done actually. If I click login button, so here I'll remove this input field. Okay, now because actually I took only input tags. Okay, but if in real life project, here you can take an ID, like anything you can take ID and maintain the hierarchy, but here I took input field, so it is coming from here. I mean it is starting from this input field. Okay, but it should start from here only. So that's why this is just for understanding purpose, not in real life project. So I'll remove this thing, just showing purpose I'm doing this thing. Now if I click, see here it's added. When I'll click the login button, it is added, because in same page. But now the scenario is it can be a new page. Okay, when I'll click the login button, so this OTP form will be open in the new page. So that time it is also very easy. So now not required this login button. Okay, just simply suppose I will assume I already click login button and I'm coming to this OTP page. Okay, so I will remove this one, and now here just I will write ng on in it. Okay, so if you have an idea about Angular, so I just assume you know about ng on it, right? So here inside ng on it, if I write anything, so means after page load it will trigger. Here if I write alert, so here you can see when page is loading it is calling alert. Okay, but if you want to details about all lifecycle hooks, this is lifecycle hooks. Okay, so you can watch my another tutorial, there I have already added all about lifecycle hooks. Okay, one video I already uploaded. So now this thing I will just, this code I will copy and I will paste here. So now let's see, just here that time not required to write for loop here. Okay, why I will just explain. So just I will cut this line and I will remove this login, because login button is not required, because this will be another page and this will be another page. So after clicking login button, when it will open our page, so that time I will fetch, right? This scenario you can face, so that's why I'm showing. So now like this. Okay, simply what I did, just I will remove the login button first. Okay, and here I will make it top and just simply see this thing, this is I'm getting from API. So this one I converted into an array, I store here on. Okay, and this thing also not required. Now here what I will do, just I will remove this thing. Okay, so here if I console this thing, let's see what I will get. I already have shown, but again I'm showing. If I console this thing and if I open console, see I'm getting array. So now instead of writing loop here, just simply inside this HTML I will write the loop. So how can I write the loop? Just simply star ng for equals, inverted comma, and inside inverted comma I will take one variable. So using let var const key, we declare variable in JavaScript, Angular and React. So here I will use let keyword and I have to write one variable. Variable name I will write OTP template. Okay. By the way, you can write any name of this variable. This is simply variable, and this inside this variable I will store our OTP. Okay, this OTP. So here no need to write this keyword, because I'm storing inside this OTP. When using this keyword I'm storing, but here now not required, because I already said when we use this keyword, when we write inside method. So ng on it also one method, so that's why I'm writing this keyword. But when I will use it here, so that time not required. So I will just copy this thing and here I will paste. Okay, here I have to write off keyword. Okay, now let's see. So while I'm binding this value, okay, means this OTP get, here I'm getting this OTP, in this variable, OTP get variable. Okay, and this thing I store in this variable, and now I'm calling this variable inside value. So I'm getting this OTP. On load I'm getting this OTP. Okay, now if I remove this thing, you will find only input field is displaying, but if I bind this thing, so you will find here it is coming. Now something need to understand. Here I have used one input field. Okay, and I already said here when I was writing the for loop, so that time we need to write loop, dot length I shown, right? Dot length, that time we need to write this OTP dot length, because if I control Z and come to the loop, so see here I loop this OTP get length, but I was saying, right, I can loop this input field also, but I loop this OTP get length because here see I loop this now input field here. So here how many digits OTP I will receive, based on that input field will looped here and it will display here. Okay, so that's why better to loop this thing, this one. Okay, based on this one. Now if I change here 6 digit, so you will find 6 digit input will here it will display, because I loop this OTP thing. Okay, this OTP. So how many OTP digit I will receive, based on that input field will loop and it will display automatically. So this is the best thing. Okay, by the way, this one I shown on login time, but in same page you can do that also, right? You can use subscribe method. So without reload page you can do that using subscribe method. If you don't have idea about subscribe method, you can check my tutorial. All the things I already uploaded in Angular, so you can just simply go to my channel and check the playlist of Angular, and you can learn from basic to advanced, right? So hope guys you have enjoyed this video, and if you find this video is helpful, so please like this video and also subscribe my channel to get more update. Even if you have any doubts, so you can write in the comment section. I will try to solve your doubt. Even I will try to upload video on your doubt also.